welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for August the 26th through September the 1st. Oh my God, we're in September. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so glad you found me, and I really hope you enjoy these readings. And if you are returning, you're my heart. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your loyalty and consistency. Thank you so much. These are general readings, guys, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you would like a more tailored and personal reading, you may click on this link and it will take you to my website. Now, that brings me to another announcement. I'm kind of in a critical financial situation, which I won't bore you with the details. So for 1 week only, I am offering a full reading, which is an hour long, sometimes a little bit more, for $60. So that's 40% off. There's going to be a special code that I will put in the show more section in the description box below. And you can copy and paste that at checkout. It will only be for 1 week. I'll offer it. So get it while you can. Now, what else? Yes, this is for your sun, moon, and rising, guys. So you can find the links to the other videos below. Also, in fact, all the links to my website, everything is below. I also have a Facebook group, and on Wednesday, every other Wednesday, it correlates with the new moon and the full moon. So this week it'll be about the new moon in Virgo on Friday, and on Wednesday, in my Facebook group, which is a closed group, we discuss that. We look at your, signs and how it's affected by the moon, and also I do a little tarot reading for people, so we have fun. It's a lovely group. The link to that will be below also. What else? Another way of supporting me, guys, is through Patreon. I post things on Patreon that I don't post anywhere else. And also, thank you, my patrons. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. You help me going. Now, what else? Oh, yes. These readings come in 3 sections. I will have the timestamps to skip each section. If you want to get straight to the, excuse me, I can barely breathe because I have been smudging my house, and it is intense. I can barely breathe. These readings come in 3 sections. We have the intro, the astrology report, and the tarot card reading. So find the skip stamps below if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising. So that's it, folks. Without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading. And what a celestial sky we have this week, guys. Wow, so much earth energy and so much Virgo. Virgo energy is earth. Right? It's the earth element, it's practical, it's critical thinking, and critical thinking is kind of important, right? We need to be able to look at situations critically, and sometimes ourselves. Just the tendency to criticize can come out, so, hold back on criticizing yourself and others, unless it's constructive criticism. Now, Virgo, you've got the new moon in Virgo, right? So we have 5 planets in Virgo, and at some point they are interacting with Uranus. Uranus is the planet of surprises and shocks and sudden happenings. It's like thunder and lightning, right? Now, it is going retrograde. So all these other planets, we've got Mercury, the Sun, Mars, Venus, and the Moon, right? Now, the Moon is also, you've got this beautiful new moon on the 30th, on Friday, the 30th. So this is a wonderful time for intentions, but Virgo's about planning. And I just have to say, on Friday, this new moon interacts with 7 planets, some in nice ways and some in not so nice ways. This is a wonderful opportunity for new beginnings. And because all the planets are kind of interacting with Uranus and the moon too at some point, I think it's a good time to plan. Virgos are all about planning. They're all about structuring and putting rules in place and setting goals. So I think it's a really incredible time to set goals. Now, I want to also say there's so much energy in Earth. This is a wonderful time to manifest, right? Because the Earth is about manifesting. It's about, what we create, what we actually live within this 3-dimensional world. Growing food, it's about providing shelter and food and everything that we need to live. So Virgo's also about service. And it's a mutable sign, right? So mutable means flexible. So it's good to look at where we can be flexible. So this energy is all about making plans to go forward. It's all about how can I be of service to others. Now, I just want to mention that the Mars and the Sun are conjunct, almost exact. That can mean sudden bursts of anger, right? It can mean, because it's kind of what do I want to say? It's impatience, it's intolerance. When a planet is conjunct the sun, I mean, the sun's powerful and hot, right? And it can burn a planet to a cinder. So what you want to do is, some of us can control ourselves and some of us can't, but it is important to choose your battles and perhaps not be so impulsive this week, because we may have the tendency to be impulsive. But the moon on Friday interacts with 7 planets. So this can mean a fluctuation in moods, not only for you, but for those around. And it affects people in different ways. And as I said, the moon is interacting with the planets, sometimes in a harmonious way and sometimes in a challenging way. You want to understand that all these moods that you're encountering, particularly on Friday, is a result of the celestial sky and the interaction with the moon. And it's momentary. The moon moves very fast. So that's why it's interacting, because it's kind of moving past all these planets and interacting with them. And they are interacting with other planets. So it kind of accentuates those moods. And how this affects you personally depends on where these planets are in your natal chart. So you might want to get a reading for that, or you might want to join my Facebook group and we can kind of generally discuss it. At least which area it's affecting you in your life. Mercury rules Virgo, so it is home. It is very happy in Virgo. So we have all this wonderful grounding, manifesting earth energy here this week. And we've got a lot of Uranian energy too, right? So as during this week, the Sun, Mars, Venus, the moon and Mercury will all interact with Uranus. Now, when that happens, it will affect us in different ways. For instance, when Venus interacts, and they're all harmonious, they're wonderful interactions, right? When Venus interacts with Uranus, Uranus, don't forget, is in retrograde. So you could bump into an old flame or an old friend, and romantic feelings could come up for you. Or just, very friendly and a wonderful connection. Depending, somebody could just pop up out of the blue, because Uranus is all about like popping up out of the blue. It's about surprises. When it's a harmonious relationship, when it's in a trine, it's like, nice surprises. When it's in a challenging relationship, it's shocking. Luckily, all this week is it's all about harmonious connections. So it's a wonderful energy and surprising energy. So lovely surprises all week long. So expect the unexpected, and don't forget, plan and think about how you can be in service with someone and how you can be more flexible. So we have a lot going on, guys. Without further ado, let's go to your tarot card, shall we? Hello, Libra, and welcome to your reading for I nearly said September. For August the 26th through September the 1st. Oh my goodness, I'm losing it. It's so late. I'm trying to get these up as fast as I can. So, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Libra for this coming week? 3 cards for Libra, please. 2 more cards for Libra. 2 cards for Libra. Oh, lovely. 1 more card. Oh, there it is. So that was fast, darling. Energy came in. And then we have these clarifying cards. So 1 more shuffle of these. I've shuffled them off. I get into a mesmerizing state and I shuffle them for ages. That's why these readings take me so long. Okay, these are clarifying cards for Libra. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give through these clarifying cards for Libra for August the 26th through September the 1st? Please clarify. Libra, please clarify. Ooh. Let's try again. Please clarify. Okay. Please clarify. 2 cards came out. OMG. There's definitely crossover. That is so funny, because I separated these cards. They came up exactly like this for another reading as a clarifying card for something else. But they came up together and they've been separated and shuffled. So interesting. Please clarify. Oh, it didn't come out. Thought it was going to. Please clarify. There it is. And please clarify. 2 of them. All right. Check out your sun, moon, and rising, guys. Okay, let's look at your cards. The first card out is the 4 of Wands. Clarifying the 4 of Wands is the Moon and the Empress. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the High Priestess. And then you have the King of Swords. Clarifying the King of Swords is the 2 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. It went like that. Okay, Libra. The first card out is the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands is really kind of it's a project that you've probably finished recently, or something that you've finished, and you're taking pride in it. You're really proud of what you've accomplished. It's a foundation. It's something you've kind of started, you've laid the groundwork, and you've got this solid foundation. And in this deck, there's all these flowers that are, that are connecting the wands, this beautiful foundation. So it's almost like there's chemistry there. So there's really a lot of potential. You're aware of it and you're very proud of it. And clarifying it is, and I always look, there's a dragonfly in the corner there. So that's abundance. This is, fortuitous. And you have two cards here. You have the moon, and it doesn't surprise me, it's come up a lot. The moon is all about this new moon coming up in Virgo. This new moon is happening and it's giving you an opportunity for new beginnings. And this is about being creative. And look, you've got Venus there. Venus is going to interact with the moon, and Venus is also interacting with Uranus in a beautiful way. So the Empress is all about getting in touch with your feminine side. We all have male and feminine parts, energy within us. So really get in touch with your femininity, your creativity. This is wonderful, brilliant ideas coming to you. And that doesn't surprise me too, because we also have a shift in energy this week with Mercury moving into Virgo also. So this is really about kind of creating something new and wonderful. Now, the next card we have, I'm also getting very emotional satisfaction with that Queen. So the next card the Moon. The next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune, and I always sing that song because the Wheel of Fortune is coming in your direction. I'm gonna make you love me. Oh, yes, I will. You know I will. So, I mean, I can go on for ages with that song. But I always sing that song when the Wheel of Fortune comes in. And the Wheel of Fortune is coming in because it's gone all the way down to the bottom and it is coming up in your direction. And I want to sing that song. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune is the High Priestess. The High Priestess comes in and she's making the Akashic records available for you. This deep wisdom, all this knowledge, all these spells, all this, it's intuition and psychic abilities. So your fortune is in trusting your gut feeling, really going internally and feeling what is right, what is wrong. Is this person, is there something about this person that just doesn't feel right? What is it? Trust your intuition because it is going to be like a pot of gold this week. Definitely trust that. Excuse me. And the next card out for you is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, he's the champion for justice. He's like the Justice card. He's balanced, definitely balanced. This is about seeking the truth. This is about not taking any shortcuts this week. It's about doing everything for the right reason. He is, this is a karmic card. So remember, every decision has a karmic value. And the King of Swords is all about the truth. He's all about a logical mind. He's kind of, I don't want to say devoid of feelings, but he's detached in a logical way. So he can see things very rationally. And also, though, he can be quick to judge. So sometimes when he comes in is saying, don't be quick to judge. But this is, you've got the Two of Swords clarifying. You've got two cards clarifying the King of Swords. One of them is the Two of Swords. This is not seeing the truth, refusing to see the truth. This is keeping the blindfolds on. This is like being in denial. But what you don't, and there's a decision on the table that you need to make. And by not making that decision, you're causing confusion and kind of chaos around you, even with yourself. It's, pick a lane, choose a side, make the decision. Take the blindfold off and see the truth for what it is. Now, clarifying the King of Swords, and right next to the Two of Swords is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is about you being tired and wanting to give up, tired of fighting for what's yours, tired of, it could be making ends meet. It's like working hard to protect what you have. Like he's standing in front of, this can be protecting your reputation. It can be really, trying to make ends meet, every day, kind of, treading water, trying to really keep everything together. And it's a life of, being beaten up by life, right? And it's at that time where you're like, I just give up. I can't do it anymore. Let everyone have it. I can't be bothered. But when this comes into a reading, it's like, look, it's number 9. You're almost at the finish line. Don't give up now. Get it together. Just do it. Sometimes this is like, take a moment, lick your wounds, choose your battles, sit back, heal a bit, and then come back in with full force and get it done. So, make that decision. Make the decision to stay in the game. Whatever is on the table, Libra, keep going at it. It's going to actually bring you a lot of rewards. I really feel that there's something on the table. There's a decision to make, and maybe you want to kind of bow out and, run away and not stand up for what's yours because you're kind of tired of it. But this is saying, no, go with your intuition, your gut feeling. And sometimes you've got to take a moment to do that, right? Take the blindfold off and see the situation truthfully. And, channel this energy creatively. It's a good way to channel this energy coming in, but it's very it's very intense, and it's wonderful energy coming in. But you have to make a decision. And what's interesting, look, I've just noticed in this card, there's a little moon in the corner of the card. This could be a new beginning for you, but it's about come out of denial, take the blindfold off and look around what's going on and make that decision. Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, social media. Help me get this channel growing. Help me to grow this channel. I can't even speak. And please comment. I answer every comment and I really appreciate feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.